Hi, I'm Elizabeth, and today I want to show you how to make the chain stitch. What I'm holding here is a series of chain stitches. This is called the foundation chains. So we are going to make one today, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So now that we know how to make a slip knot, let's make one first. Pull it tight as we're not going to make any stitches on it. So I've got my crochet hook here, and here is the loop on the crochet hook. And make sure that the loop here is within the gauge of this crochet hook. So not too tight, not too loose, just enough room for the crochet hook to move in and out. So I'm using a 6mm crochet hook here against my chunky yarn. So this is the recommended crochet hook for this chunky yarn. Now, the same way as we hold, and the same way as I showed you how I made the slip knot, it would be just the same. It's because, as I mentioned, the slip knot is actually a chain stitch. So let's go ahead. So let's position our crochet hook and yarn to begin with, just to show you slowly. So the crochet hook is on the right, the working yarn is on the left. All we need to do is to yarn over. So to yarn over, I'm going to lean my crochet hook over the yarn, then underneath. So that's a yarn over. That means we have latched this working yarn against the hook here. So now all we need to do is pull the yarn through the loop. And there you go. That is our very first chain. So let's do it again. Yarn over and pull it through the loop. So that will be your terms in making the chain stitch, which is yarn over and pull it through the loop. Yeah, that is the correct description for a chain stitch. So let's yarn over and pull it through the loop. So you need to practice that the loop here is within the gauge of your crochet hook. Not too loose, not too tight. Yarn over and pull it through the loop. And do it again. So you can see, yarn over and pull it through the loop. And as you go along, you can go faster. And so now I'm holding my crochet hook, the fork method. So if you are going to use this is the knife method and this is the fork method. So as you can see, if you use this way, the crochet hook is already over the yarn. So all you need to do is go underneath and then pull it through the loop. So let's go ahead. It will be just the same. I'm going back here so you can see how I make the chains. And then you can go faster. So some people will ask you chain 5. Let's chain 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So as you can see, this is our chain stitch. So if you make the chain stitch within the gauge of your crochet hook, as you can see, they all look the same. Not too loose, not too tight. Now let's talk about the chain. So we need to understand what's behind the chain stitch. So I'm going to pick up the other one here. So one more thing, it's the same way. So this is the working yarn. You should be able to unravel your chain stitches. So this is the wonder of the crochet, as you can see. You just pull from the working yarn. So if you pull from the slip knot, it won't, because it locks the stitches. So you pull it back from the working yarn all the way through the slip knot, and as you can see, it's back again to its original state. So it's easy to unravel and make the stitches again if you have made some mistakes. So let's go ahead and let's examine the chain stitch. So as you can see, that each chain stitch has a V-shaped loops, and then there's a nesting loops inside the loop. That's why it's shaped like a V. So normally when you make a stitch, it's this way from right to left. So let's examine. So as you can see, the chain stitch, we have the top loop and the bottom loop. Normally we also call this as the back loop, but behind that particular chain there's another loop. So this one is called the back ridge of that chain. So if you check the other one, there's a back ridge as well. There you are. So sometimes if it's mentioned in the pattern, you need to make a stitch into the back ridge or the back loop. So normally it's called the back loop because it's the loop further away from you, and this one is the bottom loop. Okay, that's all for it for a chain stitch, and I hope you would try to make one. Thank you for watching.